Hey guys, welcome back. This morning, Elizabeth and I are gonna go out on a cold, dark, blustery fall morning to do a trail with our local off-road group called Snake River Off-Roaders. Should be a muddy day. Should be a lot of fun. These tube doors do let a lot of water into the FJ, so hopefully we don't get too wet and disgusting. All right, we got a pretty good crowd of brave souls out here. We're gonna be getting just a little bit muddy today. Yikes. Alright guys, well, today's lesson is don't go off-road, or actually, just don't go driving. And if you've got tube doors on, or you don't have any doors on your vehicle, if you got a Jeep or something, you don't have doors on it, and it's in the 30s, and it's raining, and it's windy, and it's muddy, just don't do it. Don't do it. We had to bail on that trail because it was just getting to be too much. Look at this. Look at that. Absolute ridiculousness. So, yeah. And the drive back, we got on the highway and I was probably going 60 miles an hour or so, and you can see it's really windy out here. And we had a crosswind. There was probably, felt like 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing through the FJ. My glasses were gonna get blown off. Anyways, yeah, getting that cleaned up is going to be a job. And we never even made it to the June Creek Trail. We just spent 2.5 hours driving on really muddy farm/forest roads. Crazy. All right, so it's been a little while since that muddy trip. Now I've got the outside of the FJ cleaned up pretty nicely. That took a couple trips to the car wash, and probably, I don't know, about $25 worth of the car wash. So, and it's pretty good, but the inside is still a wreck. So I've let this dry because dry mud is a lot easier to clean up than wet mud. So now I got to clean this up. It even went into the back. It's kind of dark in here. The back is muddy as well. It didn't go all the way into the back, but the back seat for sure. So now that this is all dry, I'm gonna break this loose, kind of try to sweep it out of the vehicle, do some vacuuming, do some warm water and a washcloth, and try to get this nice again. But not too nice, because it's just gonna get really dirty again. And you may have noticed that I'm in an unrecognizable spot. I haven't showed you this yet. This is my new shop. Ken's Auto and Off-Road is going to live on because I got a new space. I'm not in Rexburg, Idaho anymore. I'm down in Yukon, Idaho, which is about a half-hour drive from my house. And look there's even a bathroom. And there's heat up there and everything. So this is my new home for Ken's Auto and Off-Road. If any of you want to come to Eastern Idaho and have any work done on your vehicles, you're warmly invited. And just so you know what it looks like before, because before and after is always good, here's the driver's side. It is extremely muddy. Extremely muddy. Even back here on the seat. Back there. Pretty bad. Vehicles with tires that are still inside the fenders don't get quite as muddy, but my tires stick out really far and they're huge and knobby, and so when I get into mud, these things just throw huge cakes of mud everywhere. There was 2 inches of mud up on the roof. Alright guys, well, I got it cleaned up. It might still be dirty by the standards of some of you, but I think it's a lot better now. And I just realized it's going to be really dark in there, so I put on my LED strip headband. It's a pretty cool thing. I got it on Amazon. So here it is. No more caked mud everywhere. The dash is clean. I can see the gauges, and steering wheel's not covered in mud. Floor looks pretty good. I've got a couple things back here, but the back seat is good enough to sit in now. Not bad at all. And here's the other side. Looking pretty good. Again, maybe dirty by some of your standards, but it's definitely livable now. And I even cleaned the back out. So there was mud that was splattered on the back door that came all the way from the front, but I got that cleared off pretty well. I didn't use any cleaning products, just washcloth and water. So a few days ago I actually went out with the local off-road group, and we did a little run out in the desert, drove over some lava rock. Pretty awesome time. But at that time I realized that having the doors off in the wintertime, whew, that's cold. Cold driving down the road. My left leg would get numb driving down the highway. It was in like the low 20s. That's Fahrenheit. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna put the doors on. There's a snow run coming up the day after Thanksgiving, so definitely want to have the doors on that. If for nothing else, just so Elizabeth wants to come with me. Now we're ready to hit the snow, and we'll even stay nice and warm. So it is much nicer in here with the doors on. We're not freezing our butts off. We're gonna go hit some snow today with our local off-road group, the Snake River Off-Roaders. See if we can get stuck, but we're not gonna freeze to death, and that's a really good thing. It's about 15 degrees today, and we are just outside of Ashton, Idaho. Well, this is pretty fun. This is the first time I've actually taken this build into deep snow, and so far I'm pretty pleased with it. I have not gotten stuck, even though I've driven off trail quite a few times, done some turnarounds to go back and get people. We're having a great time. My feet and bottom, my legs are a little cold. I didn't wear tall enough boots today, but yeah, we're having a good time. Probably can't see it on camera, but there's a pretty good hill right here. I don't know if we'll make it. Well, it's absolutely beautiful out here. We're just on our way up to Cave Falls near Ashton. The snow is pretty deep. I think we might be nearing the end of our road. There's a pretty good incline right here. And I let a little bit more air out of my tires to see if we can get a little bit more flotation. It's kind of tricky with a vehicle like this. It's really heavy. I mean, I'm pushing 7,000 pounds. So it's kind of a balancing act between letting air out of your tires and clearing your differentials. So, but yeah, I'll see if I can keep going here. The rest of the group that was with us is nowhere in sight. We were breaking trail for them and just keep going. But any trail that we've created, I know that we can go back on. It's no big deal at all. Just breaking trail is kind of tough. Let's see what happens. Well, we made it to a point off in the distance. You can see the Grand Tetons right over there. I'll try to zoom in on that. Hopefully it comes out in the video, but they're over there. There's Elizabeth there. We've made it to the top of the hill, just barely. There's another hill going that way that looks even steeper than that one was. And our group is very gone and our radio can't seem to reach them. So I think we've reached our destination for today. And it's beautiful. That looks awesome. So we'll turn around and reconnect with our folks and probably call that a good day of snow wheeling. Alright guys, well, driving through deep snow wheeling actually is a ton of fun, and a big difference from the beginning of this video. All that clean snow really cleans off the bottom of the FJ really well. The wheels are actually cleaner now than I think they've been since they were new. Ken's Auto and Off-Road is open for business, so if any of you want to come to Eastern Idaho, Yukon, Idaho to be specific, and have work done on your vehicle, come on over. Thanks for watching today, guys. I really, really appreciate it as always, and we'll see you next time.